Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button and stay for a while. I upload 3 times a week. Get ready with me, shop my stash, try on new makeup. If it's beauty or makeup related, I will be posting it. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you more than you know. So of course, as you could tell from the title of the video, today we're going to talk about makeup products that I will not be buying so much of for the year of 2025. Since I do have this beauty makeup channel here on YouTube, it just doesn't make sense as far as growing monetary wise to completely stop buying anything for year 2025. Yeah. If you want to hear what products you will be seeing me buy less of, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, hair is pulled back. I did already go into primers. I like to let my primers and whatever I use to prep before going in with makeup sit on my skin for at least 10 minutes. So that's why most of the time my primer is already on and I don't do that step on camera. I'm probably not going to focus too much on what I'm using as far as makeup products go, but I will make sure to link it down below. So we're going to start with foundation, and I'm going to mix the Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow Liquid Highlighter with Hourglass Soft Glow Foundation. This is in shade 7.5. All right, so I actually got this idea from Sophia C's Beauty, and Glitter Fallout, Linda I think is her name, also did a similar video. I've seen a couple of other people with this concept. I did a video like this many years ago. I actually, some of the items that I talked about in that video, till this day, I'm still sticking to what I said, which is nice. Face palettes was one of them. I think the last face palette I purchased was last year, the Hourglass highlighting and bronzer palette, and I haven't bought one since then. Before that, it might have also been an Hourglass palette. Yeah, so there's a couple of items that I still stick with it as far as not buying too much of, but I'll go ahead and mention those again just to kind of touch base. But yeah, I thought this was such a good idea because I feel like a lot of us are kind of over buying so much. I know I am. It can be a little exhausting, especially because there's already so much amazing makeup that I have in my collection, and sometimes I forget about it because I'm, you know, trying out new makeup. So yeah. All right, so let's go in the order in which I apply my makeup. So skincare and primers. I'm very particular about my skincare. I don't try too many new things, especially when it comes to like a cleanser. Serums, I do switch it up a tiny bit, but my toner, the cleanser I use, and under eye creams, those I don't switch up too often. I pretty much only buy 1 or 2 in each category of what I use. Face toner, and then once I am down to my last bottle, then that's when I stock up. I don't try too much skincare, new skincare that is, all at once. Good Molecules has been at the top of my list as far as cleansers, toners, serums. The night oil I use right now is from Good Molecules. I recently started using tallow face cream instead of face creams that I've bought, and that has helped out so much, especially during winter here. Yeah, so I stick to what I like mostly, and I don't try too much. SPFs is also another thing that I do try different types of SPF, but yeah, so for sure that's going to stay down as far as purchases go. And then primers, I don't buy too many primers too often. I think last year in 2024 has been the year that I've bought the most amount of primers, since I said I was going to slow down on purchasing too many of those. I just don't need that many primers. I need to just use what I like, and then once I'm low on something, then repurchase it. I think those are definitely like key items that once you find something that you love, just stick to it. There's no need to change it. I hope that makes sense, but it makes sense in my head. Okay, the next one on the list, eyeshadow primer. First off, I'm not somebody that uses eyeshadow every single day. I do need to use eyeshadow primer every single time I do eyeshadow or anything on my eyelids, but I don't wear eyeshadow every day. So that's definitely something that I need to make sure that I stick to not buying too much of. There's also quite a bit of them that don't work for me. Like the Rare Beauty, it's a nice one, but it doesn't always work. I get creasing. Also, glitter primer, which I don't. The only one I've used really is the NYX, and I think only Glaminatrix has one, I think. I'm not sure, honestly. Yeah, those two, there's just no need to have a ton of them. They don't all work equally on my eyelids. So for me, it's just not something that makes sense to keep purchasing. Another one on my list, face powders. That is another one that I have stuck to. I think last year was the first year that I've bought as many powders as I did. I bought the By Terry, the RMS, the Melt one, the Dolce & Gabbana, the e.l.f., the Natasha Denona. That's already one too many. There's no way that I don't even think since I've started my YouTube channel that I've panned a powder. Well, have I? Not completely, but yeah, it's just, I don't use a ton of powder because it's not like I bake. It's a product that I will more than likely never ever in my lifetime go through all of the powders that I have, even though it's one of the makeup items that I have the least of in my collection. Okay, next one on my list is big eyeshadow palettes. Like I've mentioned on my channel, my preferred size in eyeshadow palettes is usually between 10 and 12, 15, pushing it a tiny bit. So unless Miss Natasha Denona, although I feel like she gave us so many palettes last year, right? I wonder if that was on purpose or is just the way that the dice rolled. Yeah, big eyeshadow palettes, I think I'm going to limit myself to maybe one or two, because sometimes there is some of the makeup brands that I really enjoy who do end up launching an incredible palette. But you know what, honestly, I don't need any more eyeshadow palettes. So that one for sure is on the list. I don't gravitate towards my bigger palettes. Face palettes, that has been on the list since the last time I made a video like this, and I feel I've stayed pretty true to that. I feel like I've purchased about one face palette a year since I've made that video last. Maybe 1 year would be an exception. I don't need face palettes. I have so much makeup. Face palette just makes more sense for like travel, maybe somebody who touches up their makeup. I don't know, but for me it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to have too many face palettes. The ones I do have, I do really enjoy. I just don't need to be buying them, you know? Okay, I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. I feel that part is boring. I used the Dominique Cosmetics brow pencil, which brings me to the next beauty item on my list, which is eyebrow products. That one I've kept pretty true to it. I believe I currently only have the Refi brow pencil, Charlotte Tilbury brow pencil, Dominique, which is actually about to get panned. Oh, and the Gucci brow pencil. The Give Beauty as well, but that one's also close to being panned. 4 and 5, and 2 out of those 5 are close to being completely panned. I'm not somebody that does their eyebrows every single day. I do my eyebrows when I do my makeup, and depending whether I want to or not, sometimes if it's a very super minimalistic, clean girl kind of makeup, I won't even do my eyebrows. So I'm not somebody that does their eyebrows every single day. Therefore, I don't go through eyebrow pencils as quickly as other people who do their eyebrows every day. So it just doesn't make sense to have like 10 plus different eyebrow products, eyebrow pencils. And as far as eyebrow gels, I have the Anastasia, the Refi's Pand, I need to toss that one, Got to Be, Makeup by Mario, and the Melt. That's it. So 4 different ones, and one of them needs to get tossed. So I've stayed true to that, and I'm glad that I did, because last year I panned to the Benefit and the Anastasia, and it looks like this year I'll be panning to as well. There is a couple of eyebrow pencils I've wanted to try, but I just haven't, because I'm trying to actually use what I have. Another one on my list that I added while I decided I actually wanted to do this video is makeup brushes. I have so many makeup brushes, and I do mean so many makeup brushes. I do not need to buy any more. So yeah, I am going to slow my roll on purchasing any more makeup brushes, although I don't feel like I buy too many, but the last 2 makeup brush purchases that I've done, I did not need them. And so I need to actually not buy something if I don't need it. I mean, honestly, I need to just not buy anything, but you know what I mean. I have so many good brushes. I need to just use what I have and stop purchasing new ones. I love investing in makeup brushes, and I think I'm done. I think I'm done for now, at least for a little bit, before I need to invest more on makeup brushes. Okay, I did set my eyebrows with the Refi and the Melt. I just mixed the 2. Another one that I need to be a little bit more proactive in not buying this year, because I feel like last year was the year that I've purchased the most of highlighters. I have never in my life panned highlighter, ever. And it's not like I wear a ton, but last year I went a little overboard as far as how many highlighters I purchased. Even though some of them, yes, they were in duos, still, like, honestly, I let the hype, I let the excitement of the brand that was releasing them and the product, that I didn't really think it through. Yeah, so last year I feel has been the year that I've purchased the most amount of highlighters in quite some time, and I'm not proud of it. I mean, you could see how little highlighter I'm using. So highlighters, I need to this year really buckle down and don't go overboard like I did in 2024. Another one that Miss Sophia from Sophia Sees Beauty mentioned on her channel was seasonal makeup collections or limited edition. Now, it is nice to have some limited edition makeup, not a lot, because a lot of us who do YouTube videos, we don't use some products because they're no longer available. And so if you're buying limited edition products and you can't use them on your channel, so then kind of a waste of money. I mean, yes, for comparison purposes, they will be used, but like, it's unnecessary. And I need to make sure that I slow my roll on the seasonal and limited edition makeup products, because it just doesn't make sense for my channel, you know. I'm probably going to leave the eyes bare because I think I'm going to film a second video after this, and it's going to be an eye look. So yeah, I think I just have 1 or 2 items left and then we're done. So let me pick what lip combo I'm going to go with, and then I'll let you know. Okay, pretty simple makeup look. I'm gonna jump into Cool Spice lip liner from MAC Cosmetics. The last 2 things I want to talk about, I feel I've kept pretty good at not buying too much of these makeup products, and that is mascara. So I don't like to have more than 3 mascaras open at once. Right now I only have 2 mascaras open, and I think 2 more mascaras that are unopened. I also don't like to have too many mascaras, because even though they are not opened, they pretty much can still expire even if they've never been opened. So I don't like to have too many mascaras in my collection. So what I've been doing is having like a total of 4 or 5 and having 2 open at a time. And then once I get down to my last one or my last 2, then that's when I'll replace the mascaras. And I think that has been working wonderfully. I feel like we're always on the search for that perfect this, perfect that, whether it's foundation, any makeup product. And really what we need to do is maybe just stick to what we know we like. Even if it's just for a tiny bit, and then when you feel like switching it up, then maybe buy a new product. So I think that's something that I'm going to focus on when it comes to the mascaras. I know what I like, and I've tried, this is the Ilia Lip and Cheek mascaras here and there, and I just kind of keep going back to the ones that I love. Yeah, I think that's another thing, like that's not exactly makeup, but just maybe stick to what you like and just replace it, you know? I hope that makes sense. And the last one is setting powders. I think the only setting powder I purchased, no, I purchased 2. I purchased the one from Cali Ray and the Vive. How many times do you see me, when I'm done with my makeup look, apply my setting? Like once or twice. For special occasions, so like a wedding or whatnot, yeah, I will, you know, apply some setting spray, but I don't really use setting sprays. So it just doesn't make any sense to buy setting sprays more than I already have. I think the only 2 full-size bottles that I have are the MAC Fix Plus, the Vive, and the ColourPop Pretty Fresh, which I purchased that when I first launched. So that's what, 3 years ago? That one's almost done though. Yes. And then the other ones I think are all minis. I don't need any more setting spray at all. Yeah, and I think that is everything that I wrote down on my list. Let me go and assess the situation, and then we can end this video. All right, my lovelies, makeup is done. Love this makeup look. It's very simple, very clean girl aesthetic, which if you've been here for a minute, you already know. That's what I like to go for my everyday makeup. That is it for makeup / beauty items that I will be purchasing less of for 2025. I feel those are good ones. I feel like I'll be able to stick to it for pretty much all the categories. There's a couple that I have stayed strong on, and that is the eyebrow products, the mascaras, primers, and setting sprays. Everything else I do need to work on. I would love to know what are some items that you are telling yourself, I am either going on a low buy or a no buy for 2025. I feel like we are all kind of just out of the overconsumption era, and we're just kind of like, I need to just use and enjoy what I have. At least I feel like I keep getting comments from you all saying like, no, I'm on a low buy, no, I'm on a no buy. And I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, so let me know. I love talking to you all in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed the video. With that being said, do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up. And also don't forget to click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye.